Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. We are working on project Buick, but make it Regal. And today we've got a couple of things that we got to work on. The first thing is we have a replacement for this driver's seat door, or the driver's door panel. But look how shiny that is. That's nice and clean. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start fixing these oil leaks. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this one, which is right there under this hose line. And I think I just need to clean that up and reseat this and tighten that down a little tiny bit. But that's dripping down here and creating all sorts of little leaks down there. I'm confident on that one. And then down here, we've got this little vacuum pump. You guys can kind of see it right there. The camera won't focus on it, but it's this one right there. So we're going to replace that today as well. So all of a sudden, all my pry tools are missing. This circle one looks like it stays attached. This one looks like it pops off, so I'm gonna just snap these off here. That seems to have come off. Oh, hopefully I didn't break these. Wrong. If I did, just wiggle these off. Be gentle. Dang it. Gotta love it. All right, anyways, we roll on. For this next part, just go down here, and you're gonna look into this little hole, and there's gonna be a little T20 or 25 in there. That's loose. Let's go back to the other side. All right, so now with that loose, we're just gonna lift up on this part right here. And that lifts off. And then slide this up and out the way. Then you just wanna be careful because now you have the electricals for these. These just snap into this little holder. So you can just loosen these. And it slips out of this little holder. Or you could disconnect the plugs, which I'm gonna do that route. Disconnect the plug there. I think this one has to come out just all together. We're just gonna reverse what we just did. So starting with this little knob one, sliding it over this thing, your seatbelt. I don't know why I forgot the name of that. This part's gonna go in. And then there's a couple clips all around that you just kind of have to feel out. So I just realized that this old clip from this one came off. So I had to get that out of the way. But what I'm gonna do is do this front part first. And then you kind of have to tuck this in, slip it over these pieces. And there's little brackets. I wish I could kind of really show you guys. Actually, this shows you pretty good. So underneath it, so if this was the seat cover, you turn it this way, there's that little piece that was right there. There's the other hook, there's the other hook, and then back here is the bolt in the rear. So those are all the pieces I'm connecting. And then this piece just sits right in where the seat belt kind of hangs out. Something I just realized on this one is, so it has this weird hook, but what happens is I was trying to hook this into the bar, and this actually hooks into itself, like so, like that. It's kind of weird. All right, and just like that, we got the new one on, secured and locked in. Of course, you're gonna have to do some work with this leather, but really, honestly, I just wanted it to look like it didn't look like garbage, so that helps. But of course, that being all shiny, we've got the old cover for the seatbelt cover, and we're just gonna go ahead and clean this up. It's seen some way better days. Got this all cleaned up, as good as I'm gonna get it right now. Bam, look at that. But it does not look perfect. Whatever. Good enough. So we're on to the next project here, and this is for this vacuum pump. And essentially, it's pretty easy, but this is a common fail point on these. It sits like this, and it's gonna have one bolt up here and one bolt here. I wanna say they're 13 millimeter, something like that. And we're just gonna go ahead and unbolt those. This one fortunately came with a new gasket, but I did go ahead and order a new gasket just in case it didn't. Essentially, this was like $45 without if I bought the whole pump assembly with the gasket. And so I went ahead and just did this because it's got 117,000 miles, and then the gasket itself was like 20 bucks. So, you know, I gotta get myself some fancy little meta glasses and such. But for now, you guys are just gonna have to make this work. So to locate that pump, if you're standing by the Buick sign, you're gonna just go all the way to the back right corner of the engine block, and it sits right there. If you wanted to, you could go ahead and remove this line to make more space, but you really don't have to. But the first thing that you're gonna do is this little connector right here. It's got a little release right here, this little black button. So you're just gonna go ahead and press in a little bit towards the unit, squeeze, and pop out. And that's out of the way. So then you can just go ahead and set this off to the side. If you wanted to, you could just remove it out of this little corner and the hook here. So that you can kind of tuck this a little further out of the way. So now looking at this unit, there really isn't a ton to it. Like I said earlier, you've got this bolt right here, which let's double check. Should be a 13, and it is. So again, there's one up top and then there's one at the bottom. Get a little fancy with your tools here. Unfortunately, this angle is a pain for you guys to really see much, but I switched it up. I didn't want to use the deep socket anymore, so I'm going to use the shallow socket. And we're just gonna go ahead and get these loose. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You guys can see from that green handle right there, I came in from underneath, hooked under the bottom, pushed that hose out of the way, and that allowed me to get my socket in there. And just like that, we got this out of there. You guys can see, well, I could have pulled the whole gasket off, but this one's just had better days. Ugh. Beat up little pump. While we're down here, before we put everything back together, we're just gonna take a look and see if we can kind of figure out if there's any other oil leaks. But honestly, the way this is pooling from up top down, I'm pretty confident that this is all caused from this. So we're just gonna spray this, clean this up, get some of this oil out, I'll put the new one on, and then we're good to go. You guys can tell the gasket's still on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this gasket out of the way and then seal this up, clean this up, and we'll keep moving. Whenever you put the new one in, just make sure you line up this little piece with what's already in there. You can turn it right here, but just line that up so it slides right in. All right, so I've got the new one in there. If I can find the torque specs, I'll drop them for you guys, but really just snug. And then go ahead and take your connector, bring this back around, snap this into its little holder against this firewall, like that. And then go ahead and get this one ready. Snaps right back in, and you're done, just like that. We've got this on the ramps, and it's time to take a look at where this other oil leaks and stuff could be. Originally, I thought maybe it's from the oil pan itself, and I'm not thinking it is anymore. So this looks like it might be coming from up top a little bit. That's gonna be a little bit of a pain. So I'm gonna have to go back up top and look a little bit around there and see at all. And I'm wondering if that is just splashing oil all over the dang place. So back to the drawing board on this, but all of this area needs a good bit of work. Damn. All right, so I figured out where this broken piece of metal came from. It's in here. This whole seal and bearings and everything that's going on in this drive shaft are all jacked up. That is all metal, so we're gonna have to fix all that. All right, so the Buick has been sitting for a day since replacing that booster pump. We're gonna go under here. We're just gonna see what's leaking. So I forgot to record this part, but what I did was I sprayed everything with brake cleaner and got the pretty much any leak spots I could see dry, just to see if they continuously were leaking. It's the one, some of the residue from, I'm assuming some of the stuff from yesterday with just that little vacuum pump. I sprayed down some of it, so some of the oil is probably still leaking off of it. We'll check on that a little bit more, but seems like it's coming from up top still. The good thing is nothing's coming from the front part of the engine, and you know, I think it's getting together pretty decently. This one though is gonna be a pain. I don't think I've got the tools and everything I need to do this one. So, and that's a good bit of oil leaking out in just a day. So there's a good bit of like residual oil down in there. You guys probably won't be able to see it, but it's down there. Let's see if I can, there we go. So yeah, it's right there. And it's just kind of caked and pooled right there. I could pull that and get the hoses cleaner. I think that would get rid of some of that running down the back end of this. All I know is that one's gonna be a pain. So you got two big pain problems right now. All right, I've already done this technically once already, but the last time that this was out in the rain, some water still got in here. So a couple things that it could be. Could either be the weather stripping around this trunk, which honestly seems all right from what I can tell. I did blow out this line right here last time, and I'm assuming that that one is still good. I don't, not much to it. And then we're just gonna look in here and see. So this is the drain tube right up here, and it feels fine. So what it can feels fine. I don't see any issues there, but water did get down in here somewhere. This needs to go back to its home. Let's put that back in its place. All right, so assuming that this drain is working, I should be able to pour this water down and it should run under the taillight and pour out. Like that. And I'm just gonna check inside and see if it's leaking anywhere. So I'm checking in here, same thing, I don't see any leaks whatsoever. So where in the hell is water coming from? All right, so I did a little bit more digging and I went ahead and took off the taillights, and these are just held on with these little wing clips, wing nuts, whatever you want to call them. So we've come a long way for Project Buick, and it's coming together. It's just got two big hangups that are really going to slow things down, and technically three if you consider this paint. So is it worth saving? I really don't know yet, but we're going to continue pushing on with it and see what we can accomplish to get this to be a decent car again. So if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you learned something, great, hit that like button. And be sure to hop over to ljsgarage.com and check out some of my t-shirts so I can raise some money to get some new wheels and some of this paint fixed on this Buick. Wishing you guys the best. I will see you on the next one. Peace and all of that.